As traders, we are set up to fail right off the bat. 90% of retail traders fail because they don't realize how extremely complex the market is. As I've mentioned before, they don't realize the infinite number of variables that make up the market. They're competing against so many other people that are using different strategies, using different tools, using different methods, and it's so complex. The competition, even their own emotions, they themselves can be their own enemies. So if you fail with trading, from my past video, never give up. And if you do fail right off the bat, do not try to blame it on the market. The market is out to get you. So many people fail and they try to change the market itself rather than themselves. They try to change their strategy. They go from system to system rather than, trying to focus on getting better themselves. You get yourself better, you are your only limitation to, trading well. And to only get yourself better, you're going to have to change. And a lot of people don't want to change. They want to try to change when they want change. But the most change is going to happen when you don't want change. And subconsciously, it's not something you even think of. So you have to stop trying to use willpower to try to change. The best change comes from not using willpower. And it's only going to last and it's only going to be true and effective when you fundamentally change who you are, your emotions, your past habits. A lot of people get into trading and, they have past habits of adrenaline rushing. Maybe they're gamblers and they get the thrill, they get happy, they get, excited from gambling and they bleed it into trading and they treat it just like gambling and they fail and, it just doesn't work out for them. So true and lasting change is only possible when you fundamentally change who you are, your emotions. Everything else is fake. It's not going to work out. If you don't want to change, it's not going to work. And the market is always out to get you. It's a zero-sum game. For someone to win, someone else has to lose. You make money from other people being fearful. Think about it like this. When the market's selling off, we're having a crash. That crash is responsible from other people panicking, other people being fearful. You make money from other people's emotions. So instead of trying to change the market, change yourself. Change your emotions. I'm telling you. Do not blame it on the market. Do not think the market, you could change it. It's never going to change. It's always adapting. So technically it is changing, but you have to be able to adapt with the market. Blame it on yourself. Do not spend your life in the victim mindset. If you try to blame it on different things, you try to blame it on your computer, you try to blame it on the market, you try to blame it on your system, you try to blame it on whatever the case may be, you have that victim mindset. And I can tell you with anything in life, that victim mindset is just going to set you back. It's not going to push you forward. So blame it on you. Always focus on improving yourself. When I started trading well, when I started finding consistency, it was because I was improving myself. I was being very strict. I was being very disciplined. I was being very patient rather than trying to find the holy grail setup or trying to find a new system, which I think is going to work. If you go back and forth from system to system, you're basically starting over again. Every system has its own unique personality. You have to be able to adapt to it. You have to be able to change with it. And you have to, over everything else, be able to change with the market.